Hey, if you're finding something meaningful in these weekly episodes, check out Calm It Down Deeper, as you'll also get access to the morning affirmations. 2 minutes of morning affirmations every weekday to encourage you to put the first foot on the floor out of bed. Check it out at calmitdownpodcast.com and look for Deeper. There's a noise in your house you've stopped hearing. The hum of the refrigerator, the creak of the floorboard, the rattle of the window when the wind blows. You actually don't notice it anymore. You've adapted, right? Your brain has learned how to filter it out. But it's still there and still draining you, still taking up space in your nervous system. You just don't realize it until it stops. Wait, are we doing house renovations? No, we're going deeper than that. Let's find out. I'm Chad Lawson, and let's calm it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, honest question. What are you tolerating? Not the big things, not the obvious problems that you're actively trying to fix, but the small things, the things you've gotten used to, the things you tell yourself aren't a big deal. The friend who only calls when they need something, or the job that drains you a little more each day, or the relationship where you're always the one initiating, the habit that makes you feel worse, but you keep doing it anyway. You've learned to live with it. You've adapted. You've told yourself, it's fine. But it's not fine. It's just familiar. And here's the thing about tolerating. It happens really slowly. So slowly, you don't notice it, actually. Like one small compromise or one little inconvenience, one minor annoyance. I mean, individually, they're manageable. You can handle it. It's not worth making a fuss about, but they add up. And then suddenly you're carrying a dozen small weights you didn't even realize you picked up. None of them are heavy enough to drop you, but together, they crush you. Think about the things you've been meaning to deal with for months. The conversation you've been avoiding, the boundary you've been too tired to set. I feel you. The change you've been too scared to make. You keep telling yourself you'll handle it later when you have more energy, more time, more courage. But let's be honest, later never comes. Because the longer you tolerate something, the harder it is to change it. It becomes your new normal, your baseline, the way things are, as we say. And part of you starts to believe this is just how life is, that you don't deserve better, that asking for more is asking for too much. So what if? What if you stopped tolerating just one thing? Not everything, not all at once, just one. The friend who drains you, the commitment you resent, or the habit that makes you feel small. What if you said no? What if you walked away? What if you just stopped? Not as punishment, not as revenge, not as drama, just as honesty, as self-preservation, as the quiet acknowledgement that you deserve better than this. I know it's hard. I know you're worried about hurting people, about being seen as difficult, about rocking the boat. But here's what you're not considering: the cost of not changing. The resentment that builds, the energy that drains, the parts of yourself you lose when you tolerate things that diminish you. That has a cost too. And you're the one paying it. So here's your practice for this week. Make a list, not a long one, just 3 things. 3 things you're tolerating that you don't have to. Not the big, unfixable things, the small things, the things within your control. Write them down and then pick one, just one, and stop tolerating it. You can do this. Set the boundary, have the conversation, make the change. You don't need permission. You don't need a good enough reason. You just need to decide you're done. You're done. So let me ask again. What are you tolerating that you don't have to? Not the big things, the small things, the ones you've adopted to, the ones you've stopped noticing. Maybe it's time to stop. Maybe it's time to stop. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down. To find more episodes of Calm It Down, see where I may be appearing in your area, or just simply want to know where to send me some chocolate chip cookies, visit calmitdownpodcast.com. This podcast was written and produced by yours truly, Chad Lawson, composer, pianist, and nationally recognized sweet tooth. The views, expressions, and techniques in this episode are of my personal opinion and not intended, nor should they, serve as a substitute for medical advice or diagnosis rendered to you by your individual doctor or other healthcare provider. Only a licensed physician should evaluate your situation, provide a diagnosis, or render other medical advice to you, and you should only act upon the advice of this physician. Now, I'm an extreme empath by nature, but my profession is that of a composer and pianist, not a licensed therapist or physician. I hear from thousands of listeners how my music has helped them through various stages of emotional needs, and I simply want to offer this in future podcast episodes to aid those needs. So to find a list of licensed professionals in your area, please visit calmitdownpodcast.com. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review, or better yet, share it with a friend. While it takes less than 60 seconds to do, its impact will last for years to come, as every little bit helps in growing the awareness and the importance of mental and emotional health. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down.